destiny. I'm Mexican with an amazing race I get to be. Must be out wickedly perfect. You're not a factor, making me nervous. I'm a survivor, collapsed on a planet deserted. That's the word like a $10,000 pyramid scheme. Changing the face of the game like the Swarm medical team. Lead troopers, a league of supreme. Rest your luck with sleep, go home. The biggest loser, huh? I'll have the last laugh like the last comic standing. Make it the band play as you walk up stage empty-handed, and I'm.
Looking at Chicago, they took the win in their last game against the Pacers in Indiana.
Yeah, the confidence just exuding in that performance on the offensive end. I mean, really illustrates how this team clicks when guys are communicating and executing as a cohesive unit.
Yeah, roadkill is hard to get in this league. I mean, to be a great NBA team, you've got to be able to have that kind of performance. On the road, focused, purposeful, and productive. Really solid.
All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. Setting the floor for the Suns. We've got Thornton. Pau Gasol is out there with Ibaka. That's Tavo Shapaloza. And it's Wall in the point guard position. Here's DeRozan. And he slams it one-handed.
Oh, he made a nice little bounce pass there. We call that the pocket pass, and he did it well.
I think all three of us agree John Wall, a tremendous all-around player.
Outstanding. Speed was what jumped out at me most when I saw him first at Kentucky. Now he's been able to harness that speed as a pro, and he makes plays that very few can make as a point guard.
He gives you a lot of different looks.
He sure does.
Here's Moutier. Following the score by Serge Ibaka. It's DeRozan with the drive. Valanciunas. Howard down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
He always knows where his teammate's going to be, and Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it, right waiting for him.
And he was kicked in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call. Here's Moutier. Kicks it to Richardson. Takes a three. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
A good open look, and he splashes home the three.
Outside, Wall. Screen by Ibaka. From deep, Thornton. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Great offensive performance they're putting on.
You see the benefit of knocking down baskets consecutively because it leads to the confidence growing and growing.
And guys, we call that the zone because that's where they are right now. They are in a zone, and I'm sure they feel unstoppable.
No one near Moutier as he lets it go. It's good from long range. Moutier's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. Ball passes to Bissell. Fades away. That's no good. Misses his first shot of the night.
That's a huge part of what they want to do defensively. Limit his easy chances inside.
Outside DeRozan for the three. And that one's good. DeRozan's got 5 points so far.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Greg, you're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
And I like the ball move of going right back at him to return the three, but he just couldn't get it to go.
Now the Phoenix Suns came up short in their playoff hopes again last year, where they went 17-24 Clark on the road, and that didn't help them out.
Not at all, and you factor in a 6-game road losing streak to end the year. That pretty much closed the door on postseason for them.
And first time out of the game called for Phoenix.
Hey guys, with the Suns last year on the road, they had the 17 wins, but only 7 of them came in conference. So a big part of why they missed the postseason.
Suns trail by 11.
And, you know, as you mentioned, with the Suns, only 7 road wins against the West. 3rd worst in-conference road record of any team. You have to be able to steal wins on the road to make your way to the playoffs out West.
And Ibaka slams it in.
Great pass. John Wall is really good at finding the open man.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago.
And John Wall, guys, is still one of the most explosive players in the league. His speed makes professional athletes look like they are stuck in mud.
Here's Chicago. They're on a 16-4 run. But you're talking about Wall's burst. He can go end-to-end in seconds. Clark, you're amazed. You say he's a blur.
Yeah, rack to rack in a nanosecond is what Wall can do. I mean, his speed is something special.
Beautiful jam.
You could not diagram a better way to open a quarter.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, look at the lead they've jumped out to already. What a start.
Gasol kicks to Ibaka. Here's Wall. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. For a franchise that had so much success under his tenure, there was sure a lot of friction with Tom Thibodeau, and the Bulls front office surprised a lot of people, I know, including yourself.
Yeah, you know, it's not something that you see often. A winning coach at odds with his GM and president. With how often their differences came up, though, you knew something was afoot.
Outside DeRozan. The tray. Shot is off. The Suns go the other way with it. Wall dishes to Thornton. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And with Bibbs, he did end up getting fired from the Bulls this past season. Some saw it coming, but still, I think surprising given the level of success he had. His imprint is all over this Bulls team and the way they approach the game.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
And Wall. Here we go now. Now the pass to Thornton. Back to Gasol. And that one's good. Gasol's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for Phoenix.
And when you look at how Thibs got fired, I mean, there are a lot of reasons why a coach can be let go. I mean, he didn't have any performance issues, but apparently clashed in some form or fashion with the front office. Sometimes that's all it takes to be asked to go somewhere else.
Suns trail by 8. On its way from Thornton for 2. And it's Thornton again missing.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
And the Bulls with another miss.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
The Bulls leading by 8. Here's Cole. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. DeRozan against Gasol. And it's DeRozan missing. So for Phoenix, their last game, a win against the Brooklyn Nets. And the basket by Thornton. The Bulls have gone an even 50% from the field. They are 7 of 14 for the game. And Cole kicks to Richardson. And DeRozan, here we go.
He had his head on the swivel and was able to pick out the pass and get the assist.
Here's Wall. It's hauled in by Fry. Fry has got 3 rebounds now in this one. Here's Cole. He's guarded by Thornton. Outside DeRozan. And the Bulls get it back. Back to Valanciunas. Over Ibaka. Screened by Valanciunas. And there's the foul. It goes on Serge Ibaka.
That's his first personal foul. Coming onto the floor for your Bulls, Nene.
6 seconds left in the first. Here's Henderson. And we reached the end of the first quarter. Bulls lead by 8. From the United Center in Chicago. Back in a moment. All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. Looking at what we've seen from the Bulls, what do you guys think?
It's just been a long-range battle for them and one that they're winning right now.
Yeah, sharp shooting from deep, a big part of why they're up.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Suns. All on there with Garrett Temple. And it's Thabo Sefolosha. Then it's Pau Gasol. And it's Ibaka in the 4 slot. Now here's Henderson. He feeds it to Moutier. There's the screen. 5 to shoot. And it's Moore penetrating. Wall with the steal.
Not a problem. First turnover of the game, but overall, I like how they're taking care of the basketball. Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Moore with the steal. Up the floor. Here's Henderson. And the rebound goes to Pau Gasol. Gasol's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Wall attacking.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. I mean, the defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding positions. He wasn't set.
And Phoenix making a change here. Aminu's checked in. Fires the 3. Phoenix no good that time either.
Guys, the Bulls defense was as stout as ever last season. A big part of that is they have guys that challenge you inside and at the rim. Even off the bench, all of their bigs are mobile and protect the basket.
It's stolen by Wall. Fast break here from the Suns. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. Talking about the Bulls and their rim protection, they have the lowest opponent field goal percentage on shots right at the rim.
Yeah, and it helps when you compare 7-footers down low. It's not just the bigs, though. Even their perimeter players will track back and challenge at the rim. Really a total team effort.
Channing Fries checked in for McCollum. Kelly Olynyk checked in for Phoenix. Augustine comes in for John Wall. Moore outside. He dishes it to Nene. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot two.
Well, I tell you what, Nene is a man among boys down low. Remarkable physical power. And he's also got a tough mentality about him. Just a real rugged individual.
DeMar DeRozan is checked in for Chicago. Richardson comes in for each one more. And then for Phoenix, Henson's checked in for Ibaka. And Gordon subbed in for Garrett Temple. Nene setting the pick for DeRozan. Here's Moutier. Gets to the corner and buries it. Moutier's got his third bucket of the night. Can't get back to Nene, an obvious inside player with great impact. He looks and plays like a man possessed. Yet through last season, Greg, he's never averaged as much as 8 rebounds a game.
And, you know, his true value is measured in intangibles at times, not just on the stat sheet. He does all the dirty work so others can shine.
Now, here's Moutier. He's guarded close to the paint. Here's DeRozan. Off with the layup.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession. And when you've got a big man who can shoot from distance like that, what a huge advantage.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Has the front. And Kelly Olynyk is going to pick up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Boy, with 2 fouls now, he really has to be disciplined and under control for the rest of this half.
Valanciunas, he's checked in for the Bulls. All alone. Fry, good. And the Bulls lead by 1.
Just a major size difference between the defender and shooter on that possession.
And Greg, without a hand in his face, he's simply going to spray whoever's there.
And the basket by Olynyk.
They brought up their three-point percentage this quarter. They're shooting it well right now. The defense may need to think about making some kind of adjustment to slow that down.
Moutier gets to DeRozan. Aminu grabs the miss. And here's Phoenix. They're on a 14-4 run. Three-pointer. Backs in Augustine with the assist. Augustine's got 3 assists tonight.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run.
Chicago calls timeout. You know, guys, Al-Farouq Aminu, so highly regarded coming out of college, still really finding his way around the NBA. But this last season with Dallas, he may have found his niche in this league.
That's a great point, Kevin. A guy who can give you a lot of things, rebounding, defense, hustle points. But he's already played on a number of teams in his young career because he's still trying to, as you put it, find that niche. Maybe he's finally developed who he is.
Checked in for Moutier. Quincy Azee's checked in for Phoenix. Bulls trail by 5.
Yeah, and on the topic of Aminu, he's a bit of a tweener. Doesn't have quite the quickness and ball handling skills the top small forwards have. Doesn't have the bulk or grit to match up against the better power forwards. He's a hard fit for what you want to have done at that position.
Their game plan needs to change must hold because he is just not there offensively.
There's the dish to AC. 5 on the clock. It's hauled in by Fry.
And guys, getting back to Aminu, he still has the tools to be a really good player. Like so many young guys, he has to focus. He has to bring the intensity 100% every game. I could see him being one of those late bloomers, if you will.
No good from Valanciunas. Suns leading by 5. And Aminu gets to AC. No good from outside.
Boy, with an open look like that, he is so gifted. Man, you've got to play better defense. Eventually, he's going to make you pay.
Yeah, you can see he's still in rhythm, even though he misses that one. Almost always deadly when he's that open.
And DeRozan. Here we go. It's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. McCullough's checked in for Chicago. Here's Cole from the inbound. He lays it in. Cole's got his first 2 points of the night.
And you can tell they had that play ready to go. Well done on the inbound.
And it's Gordon penetrating. Augustine passes to Olynyk. Cole with the rebound. Bulls trailed by 3. Pass to Valanciunas. To the paint. Here's DeRozan. Banked in off the glass. DeRozan's got 9 points.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
And Olynyk gets to AC. Gordon dishes to Olynyk. He sticks that one in from 20 feet away. Olynyk's got 10 points in the quarter.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Here's DeRozan. It's deflected. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. Gerald Henderson, he's checked in for Chicago. Etuan Moore comes in for Richardson. Gasol with the steal. That's a 2 from Cephalosha. Not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down.
Right now, they've got that field goal percentage up in the low 50s.
Putting it together offensively, looking to build some more momentum.
From deep. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. No good from Moore. And he's going up for the alley-oop. The kick out to Wall. A 3-pointer is right on target.
And you can see the difference with their ability to win with their speed, guys.
Boy, I love the pace and flow that their open court offense has been played with. I mean, it's been humming quietly, but very efficient.
Coming onto the floor for your Bulls.
There's 10 seconds left to play in the first half. And Nene has it in the corner. Will it go? And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a 3-point play.
One shot.
Yeah, outstanding job there of taking the harm and still able to finish.
Yeah, he imposed his will on the defense that time.
And we've reached halftime in this one. Phoenix ahead. They lead by 6. From the United Center in Chicago, back in a moment. And we welcome you back to more NBA action. Players looking hydrated and plenty of Gatorade to help them get their job done tonight.
A good quarter for Olynyk. He's got 10 points, and he's picked up 6 points from behind the arc.
I love the rhythm his outside stroke has produced today.
The third quarter now beginning. Both sides Cavs looking to pull away in the last half of the game. We've got Channing Frye. Richardson is out there with Moutier. Then it's DeRozan. And it's Valanciunas and the foul. And that's the group for Fred Hoiberg as we begin the second half. Wall, that's good.
Probably wasn't the shot they were looking for, but they'll take the bucket. And guys, the wheels really fell off for Marcus Thornton's game last year. This was a deadly shooter who averaged over 21 points a game only a few seasons ago. But last season, under double figures at 9 per contest.
There's Moutier. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down. Suns lead by 8. To the inside. And stolen by Richardson. Outside DeRozan. There's the pick. To the middle. And Frye kicks to Valanciunas. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
You know, Channing Frye signed a 4-year, $32 million contract in 2014. And in the very first leg of that contract, promptly had his worst season in 5 years. In fact, he even lost his starting job along the way.
We're talking about Channing Frye last year. The three-point shot still there for the second straight season, Greg. He hit the second most threes among power forwards, again, standing in back of Kevin Love.
Yeah, and offensively fine, but that defense, Kevin, was not there. And Frye was neither quick enough or aggressive enough to stop anyone. And you know he has the talent. It's up to him. He's got to dig a little deeper if he really wants to realize his potential.
2 shots, gentlemen.
And what you have to like out of Valanciunas last season, improved efficiency. The game really, Clark, seemed to slow down for him.
Yeah, he entered the league a little green. I mean, would make a lot of mistakes, but had excellent tools. So with enthusiasm and hard work, you knew it was just a matter of time with him.
Set up.
Wall passes to Ibaka.
No shot.
Back to Wall. It's stolen by Valanciunas. Here's Moody.
And when they desperately needed to get things turned around, they were able to rally and get back into it.
And Greg, it was really their defense just as much as their offense that served as a real catalyst. And I think it allowed them to put that run together.
Timeout.
Very nice pickup of the offensive rebound. And once he gets his hands on it, you know it's going back up and back in.
Chicago calls timeout. It's incredible to think that Pau Gasol last year set a career high in points in a game for as long, Clark, as he's played. He had that 46-point game in January.
Yeah, that's 46 points for Pau to go with 18 rebounds. I mean, you rarely see a player of his age putting up a career high like that.
For the Suns, Aminu comes in for Cephalosha. And Ben Gordon is subbed in for Marcus Thornton. Bulls trail by 4.
And with Powell, that 46-point game, he became the oldest player to get 45 points and 15 rebounds.
And the foul on Jonas Valanciunas. That's his first foul. It's Wall with the drive.
That's all you.
Nice D from Valanciunas.
And a final point, guys, with Powell's career game. It's crazy to think that he did it while not being the first offensive option. I mean, he had been the go-to guy with his time in Memphis for so long.
So for Phoenix, their last game, a win against the Nets in Brooklyn. And so he draws the foul on the shot on trip to the line to shoot 2.
Pau Gasol was the #3 pick back in 2001. He managed to average 18 and 9 his first season, was Rookie of the Year, became a perennial All-Star. There's no way his younger brother Mark, who was a second-round pick, could ever match up to that, right? Not so fast, people. Mark's pretty good, too.
And El Farouk Aminu gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Phoenix on defense. Here's Valanciunas. He sinks the 11-footer. Valanciunas has got 4 points this quarter. Talking about Pau and brother Mark, both of them were excellent last season. The difference is that Pau has always been considered a great prospect, so detractors are much harder on him when they see cracks, I think, Greg, in his game.
Yeah, you know, for Marc Gasol, it can only exceed expectations because they started out so low. I'd simply say that if I had to pick between one or the other for best career, I'd do everything I could to pick both.
Good way to get out of it. Good answer. 5 to shoot. Fry dishes to Richardson. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Yeah, he went for a little extra on that one.
Well, he usually doesn't finish soft, obviously. You know, he can when necessary, sure, but not that time.
Not when you can throw it down like that.
Yes, sir.
Moutier with the ball. He's got 11. And Valanciunas kicks to Fry. Drops in the tray. Fry's got 7.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they want.
And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. So Chicago ends up going with the new group. And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for the Suns.
Well, their passing has been picturesque, a thing of beauty in both halves. More than a few of their baskets have come off assists.
And also, how about the points they've got in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well.
Phoenix leading by 7. Right side wall. Leaner from distance. And it's Chicago with the rebound. It's Henderson on the wing. And Nene has it in the corner. In the corner, Henderson with it. Here's McCullough. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
Tell you what, Kevin, they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
Mark, that deficit will go away quickly if he does.
And how about how he capped that one out, almost like the 1-2 punch.
There's the pick. And Cole kicks to Moore. Down low. Yep, it goes in, and the Suns' lead is cut down to 5 on the bucket from Cole.
And really just led him to his sweet spot for that finish.
Phoenix had a season of heartbreak last year. So many losses for them on last-second shots. Late-game losses, Greg. Buzzer beaters.
Yeah, it's sad if you're a Phoenix fan. How many times this team lost at the buzzer? Just close games in general. Of their 42 losses, how about 18 or by 5 points or less?
You know, trying to think back on all of the last-second losses for the Suns last year, guys. Heck, the Clippers, Milwaukee, Houston, the Grizzlies, Kings, and Warriors. Ouch.
DJ Augustine's checked in for John Wall. Gordon against Moore. Out of bounds, Phoenix takes possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Henson checked in for the Suns.
You know, what is worse for the Suns in last year's buzzer beaters? A lot of them were from big men. Griffin hits a 3. Cousins hits a deep 2. Big men hitting big shots against them. At least they know it can't be as bad this year.
1:06 left in the third. And stolen by Gordon. And up the court come the Suns on the break. Aminu misses. Bulls trailed by 9. Cole the pass to Moore. And again, no good by Chicago.
Kevin, I didn't like that defensive effort at all, but they're lucky he missed it.
Yeah, you hope that's not indicative of the type of D they're going to play, because if they do, they're going to have struggles with him tonight.
Augustine dishes to Henson. Pass to McCullough. Down low. Nene kicks to Cole. Here's McCullough. Hits the three-point bomb. McCullough's got 5 points in the fourth. And here's Augustine. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the score.
Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup. Give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
And so he makes both from the line. Here's Cole. Here's Nene. And he hits the buzzer beater. The third quarter comes to a close. Suns lead by 6. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. We've got a great game on our hands as we welcome you back. The fourth quarter of action getting started. Bulls trail by 6. Setting the floor for the Suns. Olynyk is out there with John Henson. And there's Gordon. Then there's DJ Augustine. And it's Aminu in at the 3. Moutier kicks to Valanciunas. And they're going to count the bucket and send him into the wide. It could be a three-point play. And though he's been working on his offensive skills, defense and rebounding are Valanciunas' bread and butter. That was the case with him when he was playing in Lithuania, Clark, and it's the case now.
It still sure is the case. I mean, it's hard to find a guy with this combination of size, athleticism, and fluidity. Just a tad over-aggressive at times, but I'd rather have to turn a guy down than to turn him up.
Moutier passes to Moore. The 3. Another 3 for Chicago.
Defensively, they can't afford to back off of him that much. You don't want to be giving up easy threes, especially at this stage of the game.
Here's Olynyk. Here's Henson. The second chance effort. Gordon dishes to Olynyk. We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Back to Gordon. 4 on the shot clock. To the middle. Olynyk can't hit.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
The Suns have gone 0-3 to start the fourth quarter. And Augustine kicks to Gordon. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Augustine, no luck.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
And here's Fry for 3. And he gets the bucket. And the Bulls lead by 2.
All these open threes they're giving up have really been the driving force of this run.
And the points are starting to add up in a hurry, especially when he's giving up those looks from deep.
And the Suns call time here.
Yeah, enough scoring on the inside there. I think it's time for him to send a message to his team.
Yeah, you're exactly right. I guarantee you this talk centers around cutting down on all of those points coming in the paint. They've got to show more resistance there.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Well, guys, over that last break, I listened to Phoenix's head coach address his team. We can't let up now. If we stay and make a few plays, we'll be right back in it. His message was clear. Stay the course, Kevin.
Bulls making a switch here. Richardson's checked in.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking a steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
And guys, in a game this snug, moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the end as a difference maker.
Dishes it to DeRozan. Out of bounds, Phoenix will take possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Now Wall. Pass to Thornton. The feed to Gasol. No good. And it's Chicago the other way. DeRozan against Wall. And DeRozan. Here we go. And he dunks it down.
Whoa. That'll wake you up.
Is he an athlete or what?
No doubt about it. It's almost as if he lives in the air, and dunks like that have become quite commonplace.
It's Richardson on the wing. No one knew. And the foul on Jonas Valanciunas. That's foul number 2 for him.
And that's an aggressive play to try to get the rebound. Just a little too aggressive.
And unnecessary. That's over the top. That's doing too much, Greg. He wasn't in good position there, and he was never going to get the ball. He just wasted a foul.
And Wall. Here we go now.
John Wall.
That is good. Wall's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And they'll be counting on even more points from him. That's essential if they're going to pull this game out.
Moutier passes to Valanciunas. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
You know, with all the shots they've knocked down here in the second half, their field goal percentage has crossed the 50% mark.
Yeah, and any team will take that. Excellent in terms of their efficiency.
Wall, that's good.
Yeah, that's a brain freeze right there from the entire defense. Now is not the time to lose your focus.
Moutier dishes to Valanciunas. That is good. And the Bulls lead by 4.
We've seen a noticeable improvement out of him since halftime. He didn't have a whole lot working in the first half.
And the Suns call time. Well, perhaps one of the most intriguing draft picks of this past summer, Emmanuel Moutier, can be a game-changing player. Was going to play, Clark, as you recall, at SMU for Larry Brown.
He sure was, and went overseas instead. So we don't know a ton about him other than his reputation is sterling. Now we'll see if he can live up to it.
The Suns making a switch here. Gordon's checked in. Suns trail by 4.
And how about Moutier, guys? He has a very interesting upbringing. Born in the Congo, grew up in Texas, then spent last season in China. Already a very well-traveled young man for a player of his age.
Ibaka, no luck. And the Bulls with possession. They're on a 16-6 run. Moutier with the ball. And it's Gordon picking him up. Moutier pitch to Valanciunas. Phoenix grabs the miss. Ibaka's got 3 rebounds now in this one.
And you know, with Moutier, you can't ignore what he does on the court. He has amazing size at the point guard spot, excellent vision, and he's a natural playmaker for his squad.
They set the pick to the post. Valanciunas.
And did you see the the screen that was set for him, I mean, that was how he got to the hoop.
It was the classic screenplay. It won't show up in the box score, but that screen deserves an assist.
Absolutely, Kevin. I mean, that took the defender right out of the play.
Now, here's Moutier, defended by Gordon. Moutier pokes to Valanciunas. 5 to shoot. And stolen by Gordon. Poked away. It's stolen by DeRozan. Feeds it to Moutier. There's a minute 40 left here in the fourth quarter. Inside. Just 5 on the clock. Gasol with the steal. And Wall slams it home.
And Kevin, maybe the play of the game right there.
A tremendous instincts grade to come up with a steal and then attack the basket.
Game changer right there, guys. An unbelievable play to make it this stage of a really tight ball game.
Chicago calls timeout. They're leading by 2. 1:29 left in the fourth quarter. Chicago making a switch here. Nene's checked in. And the Suns also making a change. Olynyk's checked in. .129 left to play in the final quarter. DeRozan against Wall. Moutier kicks the front. Good on the three-point shot. Fry's got a pair of threes here in the fourth quarter for Chicago.
The shot quality is very good here, and they're making most of them this half.
Yeah, converting at a really high level. The field goal percentage continues to creep up.
Olynyk can't hit. Chicago's gone 3 of 4 from downtown here in the fourth. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Gasol goes in. And the call will be against Emmanuel Moutier. That's his first foul. Wall kicks to Olynyk. Back to Wall. Lets it go from the wing.
John Wall.
Yes! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need him.
Got a piece of it. Cephalosha with the steal. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Olynyk with it. Working on Fry. And stolen by Richardson. And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let them dribble the game out.
Exactly. I mean, you got to stop the clock any way possible and hope they alligator arm a few of those free throws.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
Suns ball. That'll be a Suns timeout.
Timeout called. The Suns. They're losing by 3. 8 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Guys, what's your take?
And there's still time left, so they don't necessarily have to go for the 3. A quick, easy bucket inside will do.
Well, I think the clock's a little short here for that. I mean, I'm not quite sold on the quick 2. I think they've got to look for a quality 3 to try to tie this thing up based on where the clock is right now.
And the Suns call time. They're down by 3. 8 seconds left in the fourth. What's your take, guys?
And you know what? You got a couple options here. You can take the 3 to tie it or get the quick 2 and then a foul.
And, you know, if it opens up for them inside, the quick 2 would be the way I would lean, Greg. But the foul has to come immediately after that.
And the Suns making a change here. They trailed by 3. 8 seconds left in the game. Guys, what do you think?
And you know what? You got a couple options here. You can take the 3 to tie it or get the quick 2 and then a foul.
And, you know, if it opens up for them inside, the quick 2 would be the way I would lean, Greg. But the foul has to come immediately after that.
Gets to his right wing to tie it up. No good from 3-point territory. And so the big win by Chicago.
It's time to